Hello everybody. So today we are dictating the types of melodies that we sung and performed last time. So not really much to say beyond, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so here we are. This first melody is 10 measures. Okay, the measures are short because they're 2/4, and rhythmically, hint, not a lot to deal with. So I'm giving you 4 listens for 10 measures. So let's go ahead and hear, and if you'd like to sing along, D major. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Starts on Mi. Okay. This is gonna be our quarter note tempo. Okay, our quarter note tempo. I'm gonna give us 3 beats and then we're in. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 1. Okay, that's one listen. Go ahead and take 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. So remember, for syncopations, really try to keep a solid sense of what the internal pulse is, okay? That'll really help figure out your rhythms. So this is listen 2 of 4. Try to get as much pitch as you can for the rhythms that you know, and try to finish up the rhythms that you have left, so that way on listen 3 and 4 you can continue to tidy up rhythmic issues, okay? Okay? 1, 2, 1. Okay, take 15 seconds. Okay, here we go. Listen 3 of 4. 3 of 4. Ready? 1, 2, 1. Okay, take 15 more seconds. Okay, so 4th and final listen. Here we go. 1, 2, 1. Okay, take some time to finish up your thoughts. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. This one is characterized by the one and rhythm. Okay, it happens a bunch in the first phrase and then is basically the entirety of the second phrase. So, right? One and, oh my gosh, I can't do both at the same time. Here we go. So this is the third measure, for instance. One and one and one. Messed up the pitches, but you get the gist. Okay. Okay. So the first phrase begins on mi. The second phrase begins on re, which is the pitch that we end on. And the melody is entirely stepwise. So hopefully that wasn't too bad for you. I would have mentioned the hardest thing to catch was what was happening rhythmically. But melody and pitch-wise, not too shabby. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at our next one. Okay? 9 measures, 4 listens. It's in 3/8. Okay? I'm giving you 4 listens because as a hint, there's not that much rhythmically going on here. B flat major. So let's go ahead and sing B flat major, please. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so B flat major. Let's go ahead and start off with listen 1. It's written down here, so I'm going to play it down here, okay? Ready? So this is going to be our 8th note pulse. Our 8th note pulse, our beats. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Okay, so go ahead and take 15, 20 seconds, okay? And then we'll do listen 2. Okay, yeah, pardon me, I had to catch that pesky spider from Monday's video. So, here we go. This one, rhythmically, I think is even simpler than the last one, but intervallically is quite tricky, okay? So, hopefully you got all or most of the rhythms on the first listen, so really try to focus on pitch on your middle listens here. Okay? This is listen 2 of 4, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Go ahead and take 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. Listen 3 of 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Take 20 more seconds. Okay, so listen 4 of 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Okay, take 15 seconds to wrap up your thoughts. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So, this one's tricky because of how scatterbrained the intervals are, okay? So, the syncopation happens in the first 2 measures. We put the emphasis on 2 instead of on 1, okay? Pretty subtle. But then, and instead of going re, do, ti, do, we go re, do, ti, mi, and then we go up to la, right? Not too bad. If you catch the skips there, it's all just stepwise. Right? So those 2 measures aren't too bad, okay? If you didn't get quite that, it's not a huge deal, as long as you have steps separated by skips. Where it gets tricky is going into the 3rd measure of the 2nd staff, where we go, instead of going up like we would expect, we go down. We go down to G. And then what chord is this outlining? Right? It's outlining basically a shell of our, you could say you could see it as either our 4 chord or our 2 chord, right? In any case, we've got la, up to fa, up to la, and then we go down to re, and hopefully you heard that re then goes down to do. Right, so we've got this kind of, let's see here, it would be something like this. And so on. Something like that, okay, so to speak. So again, remember, when things get really tricky intervallically, truly try to hear things in terms of how they would map onto a harmony. That might be a way to try to help you out if you're having a hard time hearing what certain intervals are. For that big leap measure as well, if you do hear beat 1 and 3 is the same, that could be a way to help you out. Right? That's also a way to kind of help it out because then you've only got 1 note to figure out instead of 3. Or instead of, well, yeah, if you figure out the 1st and the 3rd, you've got 2 notes to figure out instead of 3, so to speak. We're going to move on. I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. So, in any case, hopefully that was okay for you. Beethoven String Quartet, Opus 18, number 6. Okay? String music. Not the most easy to say no to dictate, but I'm sure you guys are all doing fine. So, let's do one more. And I forgot, it's funny, I forgot to put in how many measures it is. I put it on the wrong slide. Beg your pardon. 8 measures, 4 listens, D major. It's not X measures, X listens, X key. 8 measures, that's not, oh boy, everybody. 8 measures, okay? 4 listens, D major, okay? So we start on mi. Okay? So, This one is going to be quite a bit more rhythmically active, but I'm only giving you 4 listens because it's not that melodically active. So use that to your benefit. Hint, hint, hint. So, there we go. Ready? 1 and 2. Ready, go. Okay, so go ahead and take 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then we'll do listen 2. Okay, let's do listen 2. Remember, this is 8 measures of 2/4. 8 measures. You will get 4 listens total. This is listen 2 of 4. D major. And I beg your pardon again for the typo. My mistake. The next slide has it, but not this slide. Okay, here we go. Okay. 1 and 2. Ready, go. Okay, take 15 more seconds. Okay, so here we go. Listen 3 of 4. 1 and 2. Ready, go. Okay. Take 20 seconds, and then we'll do our final listen. Okay, 8 measures, 4th and final listen, D major. 1 and 2. Ready, go. Okay. Take another 15 seconds to wrap up your thoughts. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So I only gave you 4 listens because rhythmically, this whole thing is basically 2 measures. Okay? So we start off with... It's all just do, mi, sol, right? The tricky thing is the second measure has that forked rhythm and then a syncopation at the subdivision. right? So, tricky rhythm, but luckily for you, it happens 3 times in every listen. So you get to hear it 12 times. Okay? The third and fourth measure, move everything up. Right? And so on. Measure 5 and 6 go right back to the first 2 measures, an exact copy. Right? We have a leap from Mi up to Do. Okay, minor 6th. We have Do, 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 Do. We go to La, because that steps down to Sol. And then we just do our tonic triad again. So, rhythmically a little bit complicated, but it's very repetitive. And intervallically speaking, even though that we do have some, it's basically all skips, there's not really any steps, barring one occasion. It's very repetitive. So, again, thinking about things by looking for patterns and repetition is a way to kind of maximize each listen that you have. So recognizing that your first 6 measures are the same rhythm thrice is a way to really cut down on the time that you have to dictate rhythm and optimize in later listens your time to focus on pitch. So hopefully that went pretty well for you. Now, for next time, remember that your participation assignment this week that I assigned on Monday is due Friday this week. It is Megamit Harmonic Dictation 2 Level 8. Okay, so send me a copy of your Megamit file by Friday morning. Friday, we're doing harmonic dictation. We're going to review all diatonic triads and all of their inversions, because at this point we've got everything taken care of. We're also going to do a very quick review of sequences and see sequences in action. So if you don't remember what sequences are or still a little bit fuzzy, either reach out to me or I would review last week's video, because we're going to go ahead and push forward a bit with sequences. Okay? And then that'll get us to next week. So, melodies taken care of this time. Next time's going to be all harmony. And don't forget about your participation assignment. So, with that, I will release all of you. And I will see all of you next time.